Alden, I'm on this New Year's got to take off some weight thing.
I'm just using him for the donuts.
Yeah.
I give him airtime.
We know that, Ray.
So we're on the New Year's diet, too. It's called Yeehaw.
Anyway, these are from Luke's Donuts, of course, the fine place in Avon.
You can have a quarter of a donut.
Yeah, come on. Well, no, don't listen to him. Don't
No,
listen to him.
that's
Scott.
right.
Scott,
He's the devil.
he's trouble.
See,
trouble.
I
Stay
got
away
Alden sitting on my left shoulder and Ray on my right shoulder.
Don't eat the donut. Don't
Eat the donut.
All right, go ahead. All right, well, Animal House, but I can't do the line. All right, 7:20 on WTIC. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, time for our weekly moment of mediation, and here he is, Alden Davis. Alden?
Welcome back to our Saturday morning coaching session on how to thrive in uncertain times by unleashing your star power.
Yay.
Remember, star power is a 5-point system designed to get you into action, and with our current focus on the basics of how a business works. So hopefully you have today's handout found at myvaluetree.com, and it's the map detailing the 7 C's of business that must be navigated to succeed. The C's we sail are care, customers, closing, contract, craft, collections, and character. The winds are strong and steady as we enter the sea of craft, but we must be ever mindful of the expectations that were created in the sea of contracts. As sales trainer Bob Miller says in his 7 Laws of Expectations, when expectations are not matched, someone is in a losing situation. It is in this sea that we earn the right for future business. Sailors, be alert to your performance. Your next paycheck depends on how you perform today. Everything we have done, the 4 C's we have navigated, have led up to this moment. The curtain is going up on your stage. For this is what the customer is willing to pay. This is the big value add. This is you, your company, doing the work. This is the enterprising person shoveling a sidewalk, plowing a drive, driving a bus, delivering the mail, brewing the coffee, filing the brief, machining the part, assembling the engine, designing the lift. This is the steady performance of the broadcaster being behind the mic at 5:30 every day. It is in the sea of craft that I shine. Here I plan, source, and produce. Quality is delivered. Now, and what is quality? I like Phil Crosby's definition that quality is meeting the specification. And I would add both implicit and explicit. You remember the story of Le Creuset at Christmas,
right.
My wonderful new cast iron pan made with the crack and shatter technology. Well, they sank in the sea of craft. Wake up, people. Successful application of your craft to customer needs is what makes you seaworthy and allows your journey to continue. And by the way, sailors, when you are out there doing the work, don't go bad-mouthing your company. I had 3 examples in the past week where employees are airing their dirty laundry with customers. What are you thinking? Don't sabotage your future because you're feeling self-righteous. Well, anyway, let's check in with Chris Didden and his emerging company called Two Fly Wine and see how he navigates the sea of craft. As you may recall, Chris started an import business based on his passion for Southern Australian wines from McLaren Vale about 2 years ago, and we've been following him as a case study. So what is Chris's craft? Ray, I love this. This is the best line. He is Connecticut's personal sommelier.
Oh.
I mean, how cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
And he must be good at it because his business grew 129% over the previous year. Chris's commitment is that you will have a quality, elegant wine at a value price. So off to Australia he goes, checking on the grape production, walking the process, tasting last year's barrel, tasting this year's bottle, and deciding if he can offer you a 2-year run or a 1-year run based on the wine's characteristics. So at the vineyard, he may be shown 13 bottles, but he selects only 3 to 5 based on his understanding of you. So what is your craft? Are you the best you can be? Are you keeping your skills relevant and sharp? Take care of the product you are delivering because your future depends on your performance today. Does that sound like it takes effort? Yeah, you bet. When there are 5 people for every job and companies are struggling to compete, you must put on your game face. As we complete our work, we must now round the southern tip of Africa and make our way into the scary sea of collections, but that's for next week.
Yeah, okay.
Now, as this being the end of week 2 of the new year, Coach Davis is asking you to do 2 things. Write down your desired outcomes for 2011. We know that doing this increases the likelihood of occurrence. The second is go to my value tree and print off your New Year affirmations. These are 6 statements to focus your thoughts each day of the year and succeed. Hey, sail free, stay strong, and may the sun shine warm upon your face. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Coach David.
Thank you, Coach. All right, it's 7:25, so
How about that?
by Monday we'll all be on the easy street.
Oh, we're going to be ready to go.
So you had 3 places you went where you don't have to name them, but what? They were complaining about the joint?
Absolutely. The workers are out complaining to the client about dirty laundry inside the company.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I think what happens is people actually become unconscious. They lose sight of how this works. So they develop a relationship with the client, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, let me tell you what's happening back at work.
That's not good. That's not good.
Well,
But what that does tell me too, that from the management side of things, obviously there are not procedures or you can't complain.
Well, yeah, I think it does say that. It says there's not a good, healthy dialogue between management and the workers. So this is why that whole notion of employee engagement, the research Gallup has done on the Q12, the 12 questions of employee engagement,
Right.
are so important, because we do need an environment where people are able to have open and honest conversations with management. But still, even so, you don't go
do it
airing
anyway.
your dirty laundry because
No.
you're throwing your company under the bus. And if I'm the client, I say, man, why would I
What am
come
doing
back
with
to
guys?
you?
You're such jerks. I don't want to do
Yeah.
it.
So anyway, I hope
Yeah.
everybody's ready for a good year. The people I'm talking to feel strong about this new year. They've come out of the gates feeling good about things. There are people feeling upbeat about the economy. And look, I think, Ray, if you listen to the news this week, there's almost 2 storylines. There's the big macro global storyline, which is end of the world, economic collapse, uncivil discourse, everything is awful. Folks, let's just get down to me and mine, my immediate neighborhood, and what I can do. And we're going to be happy. We're going to be
There you go.
positive. We got a bright future.
There you go.
We have star power.
Makes sense to me. 7:27. You want to go ahead and